It looks like we're ready to start this one off, and
you know, Dan, something's got to give tonight. Both teams went through the regular season unbeaten and went through their semifinals with victories, obviously, to get here today. So one of these teams is going to walk away with a loss. The other one's going to be undefeated champions of the housing division.
1 seed versus the 2 seed, and the 1 seed, Freddie Freemans, wins the tip.
Freemans are in gold, and Smith Swoldiers are in black tonight.
What are some of the keys to the game, do you think?
I think point guard play is going to be the biggest thing. You got 2 of your best players for both teams at the point guard position. So
a great pass by Walker inside to Keatley, and Trent Keatley, the big man, puts it up for the easy deuce, giving Freddie Freemans the 2-point lead.
Good offensive execution. They just didn't put the ball in the hole that time.
Freeman's control the rebound. Doug Walker brings it up the floor. Penetrates. He gets fouled. I'm not sure if it's a shooting foul or if it's on the floor.
Yeah, good call, Dan. I think that that one's going to be on the floor, so they're going to take the ball out underneath the basket.
It looks like Walker's standing at the free throw line. He thinks it should have been a shooting foul, but
looks like he was trying to influence the officials there.
Walker pulls up from deep, no good. Rebound, Matt Heyer. As Heyer will push the tempo and slow it down. They had no numbers. So.
Looks like Freeman's in a little bit of a 2-3 matchup zone.
Heyer in the corner, no good. He comes into this game as the leading scorer in the housing division. He's not a man that I'd leave wide open in the corner.
Yeah, he's not going to miss too many of those, I think.
Look at this defensive pressure put on by Smith's point guard Hans Lewis.
Like we said, the point guard position tonight is going to be critical for both teams.
An ugly three-pointer there, but Aaron Pfeiffer is able to control the rebound and put it up for an easy 2 points, giving Freeman the 4-0 lead.
Now it looks like Freeman went to a little bit of a matchup zone there, or I'm sorry, a man-to-man there.
And that right there is why you don't leave Matt Heyer open for the three-pointer. Montgomery slices through the lane, but Pfeiffer's there for the rebound. Second play in a row where he gets an offensive rebound that leads to an easy bucket. That's a great hustle play.
Yeah, it is. Pfeiffer has been a force all season underneath the boards, and tonight is no exception.
Lewis drives to the lane, no good, but the rebound is by Qiming Zhang, and he puts it back up. Qiming Zhang is 6'7". Look for him to be a force on the offensive and defensive rebounding. Freeman sets it back up. I don't know if I like that shot. I thought that was a little forced.
Yeah, I agree.
But their offense wasn't doing anything, so he felt the need to put it up. Speaking of putting it up, Matt Heyer again from the corner.
Remember what we talked about. He's not going to miss too many of those, and right there, he made him pay for that.
3 early wide-open shot opportunities, and Heyer will make you pay more times than that. And a great slashing move by Tyler Montgomery to put it up for the easy deuce.
Both these teams in the early going are really showing why they're the 2 best teams in the housing division.
Sloppy dribbling there. Steal by Doug Walker. And a great block by Matt Heyer.
And it looks like Smith's going to get the ball on that. Maybe he should have pulled that ball out because he had a 1-on-3. Usually you have a 3-on-1 or a 4-on-1. That's good, but when you're 1-on-3, it's probably best just to bring the ball back out.
Heyer's handling the pressure in the backcourt pretty well. I think there's a foul called on the floor, or maybe offensive 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, Dan. Tell you, turnovers initially are going to be critical in this game because both teams can score. So the more times that you give your opponent the ball, the more opportunities you're going to have to get into trouble.
Keatley trying to get something going. I think they called a foul on the floor. That's another matchup that I'm very interested to see. Really big frame in Trent Keatley going up against Qiming Zhang, the 6'7" center for Smith Swoldiers.
A little bit of miscommunication there as both the players from Freeman went after the ball. Now I think we're going to have a foul there. A little too aggressive on the defensive side there.
That's the second personal on Qiming Zhang. That could come critical later in the game. Freddie Freemans may want to attack the inside and try to get Zhang another foul, forcing him to come out of this game.
Boy, did you see Zhang on that play just swat the ball away?
Excellent, excellent block, and a kick out to Vanke. And he drains the open three.
And right now, Smith has an 11-8 lead, and so far the pregame thoughts about this one being a slugfest has held true so far.
And it looks like Freddie's trying to slow down the tempo. Smith wants to get this game into a run-and-gun, high-scoring affair, where I think Freddie Freeman's want to slow the game down and control the tempo, get the ball inside of their big men, and do a little inside-outside between Keatley and Doak.
Yeah. Again, sloppy ball handling by the Freemans on that offensive set.
Steal by Keatley. He's going to try to take it coast to coast himself. Easy layup. Oh, he misses it.
Whoa, that's a tough one.
Great defensive play, but he wasn't able to finish the play. Smith with a missed opportunity inside as well.
So the rambling man was rambling a little too much on that play.
Yes, he was. Great behind the head pass, but Zhang was not quite able to hang on to it. And another turnover in transition. Open three in the corner. Oh, he's called for a travel. I think he did shuffle his feet a little bit.
Yeah,
to regain his balance before he put that ball up.
Yeah, I agree, Dan. It was one of those where he had so much time to get the shot off, and then he got a little too impatient, and then didn't have his timing right. And sure enough, it was a good call by the official. Right now, Smith still has a 3-point lead at 11-8 as we're going forward here in the first half.
Montgomery loses the ball, but Keatley's able to recover, and he's fouled.
He definitely did not agree with that call.
They're calling it on the floor again. I thought that one was definitely going up to the rim. Ooh, dangerous pass, and it's stolen by Smith. But Smith's unable to convert on the layup. Rebound Montgomery driving through the lane, and he'll turn that into 2. So really a 4-point swing right there.
That was. You know, the defender for Smith really didn't have to put the ball up. All he had to do was just tuck it back out, wait for his offensive set to come, because he had a great turnover down there, and he made the mistake of trying to do too much with something that really wasn't there.
A good drive and a good kick by Matt Heyer, but Keeming Zhang unable to convert. With 2 fouls, I'm almost surprised that he's still in the game, but his defensive presence is essential in slowing down Trent Keatley. A drive by Walker, no good. Rebound by Matt Heyer.
Looks like a little backcourt pressure, and it pays off.
Ooh.
And they turn it over.
I don't know where Walker was trying to go on that play.
Now things are getting a little out of hand here with the defensive pressure. It looks like Freeman went to a little bit of full court pressure on that and keeping guys in the back there, but kind of backfired on him that time. A little too aggressive.
And number 1, the captain, Matt Schwartz, comes into the game for the first time. He's been considered all year the 6th man of the year in the housing.
He's great on the fast break, too. Hopefully we'll get to see some of his work as the game goes on.
He's also a great outside jump shooter, so he's very versatile.
Now, he's also off the court at PL over at Smith. Is that right, Dan?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's the only non-freshman on this entire team. Great pass inside. And Smith, again, is unable to convert. If Smith was able to convert their opportunities, they might be up by double digits by now.
Yeah, as it is, the lead is just 11-10 right now. Yeah, stepped on the line.
I don't know if that's the best angle to be making that pass from.
Looks like Freeman has gotten out of their defensive full court pressure.
And it looks like Schwartz wants to fire right off the gates. He gets the inbounds pass, dribbles it up the floor as the point guard, and pulls.
You know, as a coach, this is where you're looking for somebody to just settle things down, because both teams right now are a little helter-skelter.
Another turnover.
Yeah.
Walker's very smart on that play. He's learned from his previous couple where he turned it over in transition.
Yeah.
He was able to slow it down.
He must have been listening to us, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. Trap in the corner. Heyer's able to get it out. Easy layup.
Wow.
All these missed opportunities.
What a beautiful pass, though.
Great look there by Matt Schwartz. I really like Martin slowing down this tempo, but he's been having a lot of turnovers. But, I mean, I like where his head's at right now.
Yep.
At least. Forces up that three, no good.
Oh, what a good offensive play on that. It looked like the ball was going to go out of bounds on Freeman, but he knocked it off the Smith defender, and so they get to keep possession.
Great play there by Trent Keith.
All right, looks like we're going to have a jump ball. Let's see what the official's going to call here. Yeah, it's going to go. Yeah, it's going to go to Smith. Little token pressure in the backcourt, but now they bring their defenders back.
See, I've never liked pressure where you guard everyone but one or two of the guys. And a deep three right there. Wow. Great shot there by Matt Heyer. He's made 3 of his first 4 threes.
Just goes to show you why this guy's the most deadly three-point shooter in the housing division. That one might have been
the ball.
That might have even been an NBA 3.
Very well may have been. I think Freemans are really going to have to step up their pressure on him. Get up in his face and make someone else beat them.
Yeah, they can't leave good shooters like that alone because they'll hit them all night long.
Because right now, Matt Heyer has 9 of Smith's 14 points, and with all the missed opportunities and the you want to make somebody else beat you. This chance there by Matt Schwartz. It's a good look though.
Yep. Good look at it.
Might have been fading to the side a little bit, but still, a shot you can live with.
Yep.
High ball screen. Defended well by Smith. Ball's inside. I think they're in a zone now.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, great move there by Aaron Pfeiffer, the tiny dancer. Putting it up for 2.
Where'd he get that name at, Dan? Is that from his roommates and community over at his residence hall?
Must be. Good look in the corner. No good. Keatley able to control the rebound. I don't know if you want Keatley running the point guard.
Probably not. You want to get the ball into the hands of the guys that can control the tempo of the game and call the correct plays.
Whether it be Walker or Montgomery, one of those two should be taking the ball up before play in and play out. Montgomery with the ball now. Goes up for another layup.
We're tied once again at 14.
He's been able to get a lot of easy looks, just dribbling right through that zone. Hired playing the point guard position right now. The ball was off. Last touch by Freddie Freeman. We'll stay with the Swoldiers. A little bit of trouble getting it in, but oh, great pass. What a look by Matt Heyer.
Not only can shoot, he can also dish out the assists.
And you see why he was the player of the year in the housing division. Walker driving left. He puts it up. Great move.
Wow. Did you see how he protected the ball with his body? He shifted it to his left hand to get it away from the defender, then put it off the glass.
Oh, man. Matt Schwartz is not afraid to fire. 2 plays now. He's played the point guard spot, taken the ball up the floor, and just fired right off. This time, he converts on it. I don't know if I like that shot by Walker.
I think he forced that one a little bit.
Oh, great look. Oh, great team passing. That last pass not quite able to get through there, but I really like the look.
And Pfeiffer did a great job getting back on defense on that play too to stop what could have been an easy 2 points.
I mean, you look at this team and Walker and Keatley get all the credit, but Pfeiffer is really the glue that holds these guys together down low. Between his rebounding, his defense, his hustle. And that's Matt Schwartz again in the corner, drains a second 3 of the night.
Smith's opened up its biggest lead of the game at 22-16 now. It'll be interesting to see how Freeman adjusts to this.
Just like we talked about this matchup. Great ball handler versus great defender. Schwartz again. Not this time, but he gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Oh, he won't miss those.
Wow.
Oh, didn't even jinx him.
Wow. What a shot.
Great ball movement again by Matt Heyer.
I tell you, this is a good opportunity for a timeout as the game is starting to get away from the Freemans. 25-16, a 9-point lead just like that.
Smith is 7 for 11 on three-pointers thus far in this game,
Wow.
shooting at 64%.
Wow.
On the other hand, Freddie Freemans has not hit a single three yet.
Wow. That's the difference in the game at a 9-point deficit right there. You know, Dan, while we have a second during this timeout, I'd like to talk to or let everybody know that the housing department has some wonderful activities going on and some great things for you guys to get involved with. So if you just go to the housing website, which is www.housing.gautech.edu, and check it out, I think you guys will be very pleased with what you find. It's always opportunities for everybody to get involved with Georgia Tech Housing.
As we get back to the action, what do you think what some of the keys are for Freddie Freeman's getting back in this game?
A couple of things. The two biggest things is defensively, they got to shut down Smith because they're just shooting lights out right now. And offensively, they have to limit the turnovers and start to get a little settled on offense because they are really looking a little out of sorts right now. Not really sure what to do with the ball because the Smith's defense has been so good.
Walker penetrate, put it up for two. Oh, nice friendly roll.
They needed that one. That broke that scoring. I think it was a 9-0 run for Smith, so that breaks that 9-0 run.
Another look for Heyer in the corner. Not this time. He is human.
Yes, he is.
Pfeiffer with the board.
You know, Lewis had a nice drive to get the ball in tight to kind of collapse the defense. They just didn't convert on the shot.
His side-to-side ball handling really shifts the defender, gets him off balance, and he's able to create a lot driving through the lane. Whether it be putting it up for his own shot or kicking it out for the open shot. Another foul. I thought that one was going to the rim too.
Yeah, I thought so too. Looks like he got him on the arm as he was going up. I think Pfeiffer's going to inbound the ball, I think.
Yep. Back to Walker.
Looked like the Smith defender punched the ball out of there. It was a fortunate bounce for the Freemans.
Another forced pass, but good hustle by Freemans to hang on to that. I think they're trying to get into Keatley way too hard. Like they're not waiting for the pass to be open. They're just trying to force it in there, just jam it in.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of these turnovers are coming from.
Now on that, Freeman had an opportunity at a three-point play, but they couldn't knock the shot down. But at least they'll get 2 shots on this one.
These will be the first free throw attempts of this entire game. With all the sloppy play, nobody on either team has gone to the line yet. And he will drain the first one.
That one will cut it to a 6-point deficit. It's 25-19 as we are in the last few minutes of the first half.
Keatley, a pretty solid free throw shooter for a big man. He'll put up the second attempt. No good. Rebound by Schwartz. Drops it back to Heyer to try to slow it down. Oh, Heyer pulls. No good. Rebound by Keatley.
Can't help but to notice the nuclear orange tennis shoes that one of the players on the Smith team is wearing. See him at the top of the screen there.
Yep.
Or pink, orange, can't really tell, from the lights, but definitely a fashion statement. A nice little basket there. Now, just like that, it's only a 4-point deficit.
Schwartz will take it back up. Oh. I don't know if you want him running the point guard position if that's what he's going to do, play in and play out.
No, everybody has a position in their strengths. They need to play to their strengths.
I mean, he's a great shooter, but you want him more of as a catch and shoot on an open look instead of dribbling the ball up the floor and forcing it up when nobody's in rebounding position.
Yeah. Looks like we got a foul on one of the Freeman players. A little too aggressive going after that rebound. Smith's going to have the ball again, trying to break out on a 4-point lead. Maybe give him a little bit more of a cushion before the half is over.
Seems like we have a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, the official's going to come over and talk with the scorer's table there.
Not exactly sure what's going on right now, but
yeah. Looks like Smith. It's given Smith a little bit of an opportunity to kind of set their offensive set for this possession.
The three of them back there basically use it as a timeout.
And
volleyball. Volleyball comes onto the floor, but
only at the CRC, if you can believe it. CRC is a wonderful facility,
oh,
Dan.
excellent.
Anything you want to do athletically, the CRC has it.
Between basketball, volleyball, badminton,
dodgeball. Yep.
And then you go outside on the turf. You can play football, soccer. Basically, anything you want to do, you can do it here at the CRC.
You know, and even if team sports is not really your thing, and you can run track, you can stay fit. A couple other things. They've got water aerobics. They've got a rock climbing wall. Anything you want to do at the CRC, they have it for you. So we encourage you to come down and check it out.
Montgomery for three in the corner. Rebound by Smith. And just like we were talking about, we want Schwartz as a catch and shoot player. Like that's his role. You see him right there, gets a catch and shoot and just drains the open three.
And you see how Lewis meets the point guard at the timeline right there. So I mean, he's not going to give him any easy opportunities to penetrate and set up their offense. And here we go, another opportunity for Smith.
Great defense by Smith, forcing him to step out of bounds on the sideline. He just the Freeman player just drove in and he had no angle. He just had to step out of bounds.
Looks like that was all Freeman. Smith's going to get another opportunity here.
Good penetration there by Lewis, but Freeman did a good job in collapsing and swarming to the kickouts.
And, this is a critical time for Freeman because they can't get too much further behind in this first half.
And it looks like there's going to be a jump ball or foul. Based on the reactions by Smith, I think it's a jump ball. The ball will stay with Smith.
And looking at the clock, maybe trying to set up something for the last, few seconds or few minutes of the half.
Good look in the corner. Offensive rebound by Heyer. And Schwartz will put it back up.
Boy, we haven't said his name too often tonight, have we, Dan?
Oh, no, not at all. Between Heyer and Schwartz, they both have 12 points right now. Both have hit 4 threes.
Wow, look at that speed.
Schwartz up the middle. Fast break layup. That'll give him 14.
Not much time left. They got time for one last shot.
And Walker, a good look.
Yeah, he had an opportunity at it.
Grazed off the front iron.
One of these teams 20 minutes away from becoming housing champs.
Great behind the back dribble right there to get by Banky.
That's the other thing that when we were talking about keys to the second half, foul trouble. Who's going to put who at the line and who might have to rest some of their players.
You look at Freddie Freeman's and Doug Walker has 2 fouls.
What's funny is he picked those up early, but was able to kind of play smart from that point on.
And for Smith, Keeming Zhang has 2 himself. So, I mean, he picked those up extremely early, and luckily he was not able to pick up a third. Walker with the rebound. An open shot, but not quite able to convert.
There's that point guard play we talked about again. What great defense and great hustle.
I really like Walker's ability to protect the ball with his body. That's what makes him such a good ball handler. And the Keatley's quadruple teamed, still puts it up.
Looks like he got fouled on that play.
I didn't see much contact. I think he might have just got bailed out on that one.
Yep.
And that one, I thought if there was a foul, it was probably on the floor.
Yep.
Unlike the first half, he'll be going to the line.
The officials are not working well with us tonight.
Keatley went 1 for 2 on his first 2 free throws. And make his third attempt.
Cut the lead to just 11, 33-22.
Now Keatley, he grew 6 inches over summer of his 2009 year.
Wow.
So, I mean, he had always played basketball, so he was a guard up until then. And as soon as he grew those 6 inches, they moved him inside. Keatley unable to convert on the second free throw. Good look by Hire, but he misses it, and it turns into a fast break opportunity for Smith, or for Freeman, excuse me. Great play by Montgomery right there.
That is just desire right there. He stayed with it, had a couple different looks at it, finally converted.
He really used his pivot foot well to get up the first attempt. Got his own rebound and put it back up for 2.
Oh, looks like we have a jump ball, dual possession. And it's going to go to the Freemans.
Wait.
Well, let's see what they do. No, because
Yeah.
see, Freeman started.
Freeman,
Freeman started the possession, so it looks like the officials had that wrong, but they corrected it now.
Lewis opened the corner. Oh,
Got his man up in the air.
he's a really deceptive player.
Yes, he is.
The way he squatted down looking like he was going to pull up. And Pfeiffer just flew right by him.
You know, he leads the team in assists, so he's not one of those selfish players.
Not at all. He was one of the players to watch coming in today. He hasn't really done too much thus far in this game, but he's been an excellent defender, shutting down Doug Walker and holding him to just 4 points in the first half.
Wow. And he got a nice little roll on that one. I thought the ball was going to stay on the back of the rim for a minute.
Nice roll on that one as well.
Smith now extends their lead back to 11, 35-24.
A little bit of full court man-to-man. Walker pulls up from deep. Oh, he'll make this one.
They sure did need that.
Hans Lewis just gave him a little bit of breathing space that time, and Walker was able to capitalize. Make him pay for it. Lewis getting in the lane, nice pass.
You see how Pfeiffer altered that shot? He got up in the air and he made it change his shot a little bit.
Montgomery taking it to the tin again. It looked like he was going to kick out, and I think it was Lewis who went out to the corner. It's almost like he did a fake pass right there. And Lewis bit, gave Montgomery the easy layup. And Smith responds with an easy layup of their own.
Wow. Smith is so deadly from the floor tonight. No wonder why they were their division champions.
Ball goes inside to Keatley again. Oh, great double team. Lewis with the ball.
And a 4-on-2.
He tries a behind the back pass. That would have been something.
That would have been highlight material there.
No. All for naught.
They still keep possession though, so all's not lost. The lead is 8 points, 37-29.
I think there's a foul on the floor here. Tyler Montgomery. Twinkle toes, as his teammates call him.
As his teammates call him.
Banky for 3. Off the front iron. That looked good though.
Yeah, good shot.
Oh, wow. Keatley takes it coast to coast, but I think they're calling a foul on the floor.
Oh, before the shot? Okay, they're going to wave the shot off. So.
But back to that last play. Banky was the one throwing the ball inbounds, and he stepped in. You always talk about who's the most dangerous player on an inbounds play, like a sideline play. The guy throwing the ball in.
Because everybody forgets about him.
Yep, and he gets a wide open look.
Yep.
Keaton posting him up from the three-point line.
You know, there was a 4 points right there that was left on the or off the scoreboard there. They had the foul that negated the 2 points, and then they had one that just didn't fall, so that might be critical as the game goes on.
4-point swing again. Second one of the game. Could be a tie game if those two 4-point swings went Freeman's way.
Looks like we have another foul. I think Smith's going to be on the line again. Or actually, is it first time tonight? I think
Second time,
yeah. It's been so infrequent that.
Yeah. First one's up. Off the front iron.
Lead is still 8 at 37-29.
No good.
2 big misses, but they get the rebound.
It looked like it hit the exact same part of the rim on both shots. What's the call there?
Yeah, I think he stepped on the out of bounds line.
Stepped out of bounds, okay.
Yep. Good.
And then we'll take over.
Good offensive rebound, but they weren't able to execute. Look at Lewis with that great defense.
Good drive in the lane. Throws up a little floater. No good, and
I think we might have a kickball here.
Lewis tries another fancy pass, but...
Well, you know, they had a 2-on-1 set. If he could have got the ball to his player, they would have converted that one easily. So good vision by Lewis to try to get the ball, but good defense by the Freemans to negate that possible opportunity for 2 points.
And Schwartz will enter the game again, giving Matt Heyer his first break of the day. Oh, good pass. Good pass again. Easy bucket. Great ball movement.
So lead is back to double digits at 39-29.
Doug Walker. Ooh.
Oh, I think we're going to have a foul.
He almost turns it over, but he's called for the foul. I don't think the foul was when he tipped the ball out. I think it's when he tripped up.
Yeah. Yep.
He incidentally tripped up Doug Walker. Montgomery through the lane again, and he's fouled. It'll be interesting whether they call this on the floor or a shooting foul.
It looks like he's coming to the line. I think we're going to have a shooting foul here. Yep. And, you know, Freeman at the line.
Later.
Okay.
I'm just saying they go there a lot.
Oh, yeah, as we go further on. Yeah. You know, Dan, these are going to be critical free throws for Freeman because you want to score when you're behind. You want to score when the clock's not moving.
Pfeiffer gets the offensive rebound. He's on the ground, and he decides to try to shoot it from...
And I think what the reasoning behind that was is he was on the ground, he was out of control, he knew he was going to get called for a traveling violation, so he figured he'd try to put the ball before his feet hit. So good, good thought process, good effort. He just wasn't able to execute. You know, Freeman's going to have to start cutting into this lead because it's 10 points, and the clock keeps moving. So it's
I thought Lewis stepped on the line right there, but got away with it. Gets in there for the lane, and it looks like he's going to go to the line and shoot two shots.
It looks like Freeman bailed him out on that one because he was a little out of control as he was going to the basket, and the foul happened. So he's going to go to the line for a couple shots.
I don't know if they'll call that as a lane violation right there, but it doesn't look like they're gonna. I think Freeman got away with that one.
Smith's now ahead 40-29, 11-point lead.
Lewis on his fourth attempt. Doing good. 3 for 4 from the line.
And Smith tipped that one out, and so Freeman's going to have the ball. Back to 11-point lead.
Walker able to use his right hand this time, the lefty. Using the hand to pick it up. I really think Lewis is trying to force him to go to his right.
And that's a mark of a good defensive player. You locate another player's weakness, and then you try to exploit it, and he did that right there.
Jump ball there. Good hustle by Montgomery.
I think it's going to be Freeman's ball.
Going down.
Now, are those pink shoes that Pfeiffer's wearing?
You're either pink or red.
Pink or red. I don't know if there's too much red around here at Georgia Tech. I mean, we don't like the red,
No,
but,
we don't.
We'll see. He is wearing red shorts, but a gold top, so it's not too bad.
Oh, wow. Beautiful move there by Doug Walker, using the spin move to get in the lane, lays it up high off the glass with his left hand. Higher with the offensive board, tries to drop it off. I think Higher wanted to shoot that the way he's been shooting tonight. An offensive rebound, but then a defensive rebound. Ball's going down.
Whoa, little tough play there.
I don't know if that's going to be a foul or if they say he stepped under the line first.
I don't know. Schwartz was all over him there. You know, it would be bad luck for Freeman if he was called for being on line. I don't think he was. I think it was
called foul on.
Yeah. Whoa.
Good drive by Montgomery, but can't get the ball to fall.
Wow. What a move by Lewis.
Wow. I think Lewis was trying to find a way to get it to his teammate. He couldn't find the opportunity, so he just made a spectacular move and called his own number and took it to the 10. Doug Walker for 3, short again. And Montgomery up and in.
So he's going to have a chance at a three-point play here.
There's 12 points thus far on the night, including 4 rebounds. Make it 13.
Big three-point play there. It gets it down to an 8-point lead.
Smith's three-point shooting has not been nearly as deadly as it was in the first half. They shot 9 for 17 in the first half, and they're yet to make one this half. A volleyball came back onto the floor again, but I'm pretty sure that they said the ball had already gone out of bounds before the ball came off the floor. So.
Yep. Just to clarify that for those watching at home.
Smith really wanted a jump ball call, but
you notice a lot of shots falling short. That's a sign of fatigue. Your legs aren't as strong as they were at the beginning of the game, so of course the shots are not coming out as strong.
A lot of times neither of these teams have to work that hard, and a hard foul there by Doug Walker as he turned it over and he wanted to stop the easy layup. And I think they're calling an intentional foul.
Yeah, I think you're right because he had an open look at the basket if he could have gotten past Walker. So that was a tough foul, but a good call by the official.
I think it was a smart play by Walker to foul him, but I think he fouled him just too hard, and he got called for the intentional.
Well, as you know, it's going to be 2 shots and then you get the ball out of bounds. So if it is indeed called an intentional foul. And that's something that Freeman can't afford right now is more possessions for Smith. Yeah, you see them clearing off the key right there, so it's going to be the 2. Yeah, you're right. It's 2 shots and possession. Now here's where Smith, looking at trying to put the game away right now. If they can convert these 2, then convert the possession, it's going to be tough for Freeman to come back. This might be the turning point, or not really the turning point, but the decisive action of the game.
He only makes one of the 2, and they now take a 43-34 lead.
Yeah, it looks like Freeman is going to call a timeout here. So far in the second half, both teams really not as focused as they were in the first half, particularly Smith who got out to that lead. You look at it right now, Freeman has outscored Smith in the second half. It looks like 13-10, but Smith had that big lead, so right now they can afford to play trade baskets. If you're the coach, Dan, what are you telling your team right now?
I think you got to really buckle down on the defensive end. They've really tried to slow down the tempo of this game, but I think in order to get back in the game, they're going to have to push tempo at some point. It's the only chance to pick up that many points and just probably put on a full court pressure.
Yep. My feeling on this is that we talked about Aaron Pfeiffer for some of the game. I think the key is Pfeiffer right now. If they can get the ball to him, he's a strong force on the inside. He's scored. Plus, on the defensive rebounding side, he has really kept Smith off of there. So he might be the key as we get down to the last moments of the game.
Thank you for 3. Oh, that won't help any.
No.
And that'll give Smith the 12-point lead, back up to right where we were at halftime.
Well, that kind of negates what we talked about rebound, because if you can knock down your shots, there are no rebounds.
Exactly. Hey, they were trying to get it inside Pfeiffer, but good defense there by Smith.
Yeah, time beginning to be a factor right now. The lead is 12 for Smith.
Doug Walker, he's slowing it down, which, I don't know. I think you want to attack the basket.
Oh, did he step on the line, or was it a foul?
I think they called a foul.
Yeah. That's the other thing. When you play good defense, you don't give up the baseline, and Smith has done a good job on that. Freeman has really, kind of been a little lacking in giving up the baseline tonight so far.
Now, what was that call right there?
Looks like we might have an infraction on Smith.
Oh, okay, I see. That was the 17th foul right there.
Oh, so they do go to the line. So they are on the bonus.
1-1. Okay, that makes sense. Walker, an excellent free throw shooter. Drains the first one.
This is what Freeman needs to be able to score without the clock running.
Second one as well. Back down to a 10-point game. He used to take the ball. 9-point game, excuse me.
Actually, Dan, you were right the first time. It's a 10-point, 46-36.
Kicks out, wide open three. Oof. An air ball by Matt Schwartz, who hit 4 threes in the first half.
But you see what a smart play Lewis made. Instead of trying to go back up for the ball, he just kicked it back out because he has the score and the time on the clock on his side.
And Montgomery intentionally fouled, not an intentional foul, but he deliberately fouls Hans Lewis out.
Yeah.
Both teams.
And since Smith is not in the bonus yet, they're just going to take the ball
That's
out.
their 7th. Okay, they got it.
Yep, they figured it out now.
That's their 7th team foul.
See, that's the only way that Smith, really can be caught right now is from the foul line. If they don't make their foul shots, that's the only way Freeman can get back in this game.
I think it's a little bit early to be fouling.
No, I agree. Totally agree. Look at Pfeiffer already trying to D up his man.
And Lewis will make his first attempt.
Back to an 11-point lead.
I think that's the key in a lot of games is hitting the front end of those 1-on-1s. Just giving yourself an extra opportunity for maybe an offensive rebound. If you miss those front ends, it can be costly. Especially when you're trying to put a team away. Walker pulls up for 3. No good. Gets his own rebound. And he's fouled going up.
On the opposite side of that, that's what Smith doesn't want to do. Is they don't want to give him an opportunity to get to the line and cut into the lead without the clock running.
And this will be 2 free throws. Walker's don't bend the line. Just one other time tonight. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Great free throw shooter there. Makes his first. And he makes a second.
So back to 10-point deficit.
It looks like they're trying to foul still. I don't get the strategy personally.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time on that clock.
The other thing that you do is you get your players into foul trouble there, so you're not going to have them to finish the game if this keeps up.
I'm more of a fan of trapping them and trying to force them to make a turnover.
Yeah.
1:38 left.
Instead of relying on Smith, who's an excellent free throw shooting team with all the shooters that they have on their team. They're missing free throws. Hans Lewis has been money from the line all night. It's good.
That's the mark of a great team right there, when you can close out games from the free throw line. And, it looks like Lewis is playing just as hard right now as he did at the beginning of the game.
A forced 3 by Keatley. I don't know if you want him, of all people, to be the one shooting from the outside. I think Freeman's in panic mode right now.
Yeah.
They're just fouling too early, I think. They're forcing up shots that they don't quite need yet. But we'll see if it works out for them. Matt Short's the captain and the PL Smith going to the line. This is the front end.
Wow.
Great tip by Matt Short. What's the? Oh, there's a foul call.
Wow.
Oh, they're going to call over the back
Yeah.
on Matt Hire. I don't think he likes that call.
Yeah, I thought Hire made a clean play on that one, but he must have hit Pfeiffer in the back as he swatted that ball away.
And they're in the bonus.
Yeah, I thought they were. Remember, we had this issue before. Let's see if the officials can sort it out.
It looks like
Yep.
it'll be Pfeiffer going to the line. Shoot 2.
Dan, they need to listen to you a little more often, the officials do, because you called it.
Oh, and the official pointed at Doug Walker.
Yeah.
So it appears Walker will be going to the line.
Wow, okay. We thought it was Pfeiffer, but I guess not.
I don't think Freeman's going to have any problems with that. Walker 4 for 4 from the line on the night, and he's an excellent free throw shooter. Out of anyone on the team, I think that's who you want going to the line if you're Freeman.
And a lefty to boot.
5 for 5 on the night.
Make it 6 for 6.
He now leads all scorers with 15 points.
Wow, what a night.
Foul there.
Oh.
No, he's fouled in the backcourt.
I was going to say, I thought for a minute there Lewis was going to come up and slam it the way he was going to the basket. I'd tell you.
Oh boy, looking at the stat book.
Yeah.
I think that's 5 on Doug Walker.
Wow. Tough night for Walker. It's tough that the season has to end for him like this, but they've had a great run, and Walker's been instrumental in getting Freeman their division championship and an undefeated record up until tonight's game.
Where do you think the offense is going to come from with Walker out of the game?
Pfeiffer's going to have to step up. I think he's the biggest guy that they got left. So we'll see.
Montgomery also has 13 on the night. So.
Montgomery's the other one.
Lewis misses a free throw. Rebound by Keatley. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Oh, he pulls up for 3 again. That one closer than the last one, but I'm still not a fan of that shot.
Yeah. Looks like Pfeiffer got the foul on that one.
Smith will go to the line again. Just a 10-point lead, but
you kind of feel the momentum is just all on Smith's side right now. Freeman is just trying to figure it out, but they just haven't been able to.
I think Freeman's almost shooting themselves in the foot. (51-40) lead. Smith leads. And unorthodox shot for him, but he was able to make the first one. Oh, not again. Keatley again fires it. Good rebound by Pfeiffer.
Did he step on the line or was it a foul? Let's see. Good hustle though, one way or the other. Pfeiffer led the housing division in rebounding this year, so he was a solid force from the beginning to tonight for those rebounds.
2 of the top 5 rebounders are on this team between Pfeiffer and Keatley. And I think that's Pfeiffer's 5th as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Tough walk to the bench, but I tell you, that young man's had a great season.
Not much offense left out on the floor. All you have left for Freeman basically is Montgomery and Keatley if he's inside.
The matchup I would have loved to have seen is Zhang, the gentleman at the line, against Nasty's David McCauley, because those are 2 of the tallest players in the league.
McCauley 6'10".
Wow.
However, his team wasn't even able to make it to the.
Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs this year.
Keatley just forcing up everything.
Wow. One of those 4 guys was going to foul that on that play.
think if Hire just got it away to one other teammate, somehow Smith was going to have a wide open layup. But
instead of a 1-on-4 in the backcourt, it would have been a 4-on-1 the other way.
Hire, the leading scorer, going to the line.
Wow, he's had a great night.
Quiet second half, though. That was actually his first point of the second half.
Wow.
But he opened up all his teammates for the second half. And
it's a mark of an unselfish player right there, is letting his teammates take it when the focus was on him.
He misses the second one. 13 points on the night for Matt Hire. He's a player that I wouldn't be surprised seeing in the Hire Shooting Stars three-point contest one of these years.
Yep. For younger sister too. So, you know, I tell you right now, it really looks like Smith has this championship in the bag. Up by 13 points, not much time remaining. You know, you guys got to take your hats off to them. They looked really good tonight.
And a great season thus far. Their closest win was by 8 points. Other than that, they've won every game by double digits.
Wow.
Including a 51-point smashing of North Avenue East.
Wow.
Hire misses his first attempt.
You know, North Avenue East the last couple of years have had playoff teams, so I tell you, that's an accomplishment right there.
Hire 1 for 4 from the free throw line from the night. Not much better percentage from the outside than from the line. Montgomery will put it up. I like him shooting from the outside better than Keatley, but I think that'll just about do it.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dan.
Smith will be crowned champions of the housing division.
Just run off. Lewis is just running off the clock right now.
And that'll do it.
That's
the final buzzer. Smith was really able to play together well as a team, and that's why they were able to pull away with a victory tonight and be crowned housing champions.
Who's our player of the game, Dan?
Player of the game, it's actually a tie tonight between Matt Hire and Matt Schwartz, and I think we're gonna get down to the floor and talk to them tonight.
All right, let's hear what they have to say.
I mean, I made a lot of shots in the first half, so the defense started coming to me, and there's a lot of open guys, so I don't want to be a ball hog or anything, so I passed the ball, they made the shots. And
I like housing because, you know, a lot of us live on the same home. We're always with each other, we're always playing together, you know, here when it's not intramurals. You know, we've got a really tight team, we've got really good team chemistry. I think that being in the freshman dorm is what allows that chemistry to develop.
Anything to add to that?
not really, sounds good.
All right.